Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Rewind That. It's your girl, Miss K. So today we're going to be going over the latest episode of Insecure called Low Key Trippin'. All right, let's get right into this episode, guys. So the episode starts off with Molly, right? And she's sitting at the Ethiopian restaurant like we saw last week. And we get to see things through her perspective this time. So she sees Issa park and get out of her car. And she says, "Here we go." And the way she said it was as if she planned to run into Issa. Of course, she knows that Issa gets food there all the time, so why not go there and see if she runs into her, right? That's what I was thinking. So she starts acting like she's engaged in her phone like we saw last week, right? But when she looks up again, she sees Issa getting the heck out of there, okay? And she looks surprised too. Why? Because, like I've been saying, this chick Molly expects Issa to come to her like she always does. Anyway, so when she goes home, she tells Andrew that she just saw Issa and she ran away from me like I was a job. See, that comment right there was ugly, okay? What are you trying to say, Molly? That Issa doesn't like working? You think she's a bum? Like, what was that all about? So that was just a true low blow, okay? Now, next, Molly and Andrew are on a plane on their way to Mexico, and Molly tells Andrew that she's a little tired and wants to know if they could just chill when they get there, okay? But she changes her mind once Andrew tells her that his brother is a stickler about a schedule. Plus, he's taking care of everything. So it's kind of nice to have him taking care of everything. Basically, you don't want anybody to feel like you're being ungrateful by not showing up to little schedules that they plans or just little outings or whatever it is. But she winds up getting her way, okay? Because when they go settle down in their room, they get acquainted with some sex on the balcony and never show up to dinner like Andrew's brother planned. Anyway, so shout out to Kim Fields who guest starred in this episode, okay? It was good seeing her. And you're looking good, girl. Anyway, so next they go on a 3-mile hike and then they zip line back down. Later they have dinner and do some dancing. And it's looking like a good trip so far, okay? But when they get back to the room, Nathan calls Andrew on FaceTime because he needed to get some door open to the garage or something like that, right? Anyway, Molly hears Issa in the background before Andrew hangs up with Nathan. So, of course, Molly has something negative to say as usual, talking about, oh, of course she's back with Nathan. He already showed her who he is, but she likes things messy, so that tracks. But Andrew tells Molly that when Andrew ghosted, he was dealing with some real stuff, like mental health stuff, okay? So Molly then asks if Issa knows about this, and Andrew says, "I don't know. That's between him and Issa." And besides, Andrew didn't come to Mexico to talk about Issa. He came to have fun, okay? So next, Molly gets into it with the towel girl. The towel girl asks for Molly's key card in order for her to get a towel. But the problem is that Molly witnessed the girl give 2 white people towels without asking them for anything. So when Molly brings this up to Andrew and the rest of them, Victor, Andrew's brother, gives Molly a hard time and says that Molly was giving it too much power and that the girl was probably just doing her job. So when Molly tells them that they're only people of color when it's convenient for them, it causes more tension, okay? And Victor, he says a little bit too much, and Molly leaves after he tells her that it seems like she's picking and choosing who to give the benefit of the doubt to. So even though Andrew follows her, him and Molly did not talk to each other throughout the night, and they slept with some space in between them. But the next day, they smoothed things over, so that was good. And, they said, we'll get through it. We'll work it out, because it's just, in a way, when he said that, I was feeling like he was referring to them being in an interracial relationship. When you're in an interracial relationship, those kind of things are going to come up. So that was their first encounter with it. Either you're going to be walking down the street and somebody's going to say something to you, or just something that could be against your relationship or anything. But this time they dealt with a race issue and she was offended and the brother didn't really see where she was coming from. Now, Andrew did, but the brother didn't. And this can kind of put Andrew in a tough spot, right? But anyway, so the point is, that was their first little hurdle that they had to jump over, if you will, regarding them being in an interracial relationship. So the point is that I think they added that into the show because that kind of happens with interracial dating, right? Anyway, so later on, Molly takes a walk on the beach by herself and she calls Dr. Rhonda to see if she can get an appointment with her. So it looks like the beef with Issa is starting to take its toll on her, but we'll see, okay? I'm not really sure if this is the reason why she wants to talk to Dr. Rhonda, but she did seem a little bit on edge, all right? She's too concerned with what's going on in Issa's life, obviously. My problem is, if you love the girl and you want it to work, you need to stop saying negative things. Like, she's saying negative things about Issa and Issa's not even there. That means it's in her heart. This is how she really feels about her. So she really needs to get deep down and attack that heart issue that she has, okay? Whatever she's dealing with that makes her feel like she's superior to her best friend, she needs to get that all worked out and just, it needs to be handled. Because the way she feels about Issa when Issa is not around, that's a problem. You're calling your friend a bum, basically. Oh, she ran away from me like it was a job. That's not cool, okay? So I don't know if she's missing Issa as being her friend, or if she's missing having someone around that makes her feel better about herself. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so lastly, Molly and Andrew are at the airport and they see Lawrence, and nothing much happens there. But when they part ways, Lauren calls someone and says, "Hey, I've been thinking about you. Are you free for drinks soon?" So I was wondering if that person was Issa or could it be Condola? But why would it be Condola, you know? And I'm like, I don't really know. But once I saw the preview, I saw that it was Issa that he was going to meet up with. And, you know, it looks like the conversation kind of gets a little awkward between them. But I'm definitely looking forward to next week's episode. I would call this episode kind of like a filler, but it was interesting enough and good enough to where I don't want to label it as that, all right? I didn't really enjoy seeing an episode with just Molly, to be honest with you. But like I said, they made it interesting enough, so it was all good. Anyway, that was my recap, guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.